Alright guys, we're just going straight into our first raid, and it's going to be at 2300 Dialga. Let's see what we ended up getting for the 2300. I haven't looked to see what the hundo is yet. It's definitely not the 2300. It is going to be a 3-star, and it is 15, 13, 10. We just finished up our second raid. Let's see what we end up getting. It is at 2279. Check out how we did for our 2279. It's going to be 11, 11, 14. He does not know roar time, but our first one did know roar time. But I already have two Dialgas that do have roar time. So I'm actually out here today looking for the Palkia with Spacial Rend. That's the main one I'm after here. Once I have that, I will be very happy for my community days. So we'll see. We definitely should get it today though. All right, we got our first Palkia done today. Let's see. 2328, so the hundo of Palkia is 2367, so we'll catch him. He's not a shiny, but we'll see if we can at least get Spacial Rend on him. Let's check the stats here, and he's going to be a 14, 10, 14, and let's see, does he have, he does not have Spacial Rend. We just finished up the second Palkia raid, which is kind of funny. I did get Mega Master as my achievement reward, and it's bringing a Mega Evolved Pokemon to the raid. I did not Mega Evolve anyone today, so that's kind of funny. I don't know if that's just a glitch or if that's just how it is, if just because he can Mega Evolve. But let's see what we ended up getting here. We did get a shiny. We got a 2317. So fun fact, my first Palkia, or my first shiny ever, kind of from a raid, was the Palkia. Back in November when I started playing, I remember I was freaking out so badly when I was trying to catch it, just because I didn't realize that it was like a automatic catch when you get a shiny, and I was freaking out. So we're gonna give him a Pineapple Berry. This is like one of the first times I did not mess it up and give him a golden Raz. And 2317, let's see if he knows Spacial Rend. All right, let's see what we got for IVs for our 2317. It's a 3-star, 13, 14, 10. Let's see. Oh, Hydro Pump, he does not know Spacial Rend. Oh, that's such a bummer. I'm kind of surprised I got a shiny because I thought the shinies were broken today. It could just be a lower chance of getting a shiny, so I'm not sure if they ended up fixing this, just because I am in more of like the Eastern time zone. So I think that was happening like in Europe and stuff. So not sure if they fixed it by now, but we did get a first shiny today. We just finished up our third Palkia raid. It's a 2326. Let's see if this one knows Spacial Rend. I think this is the last one in this area for this time period, so I'm hoping we can get one. Guys! It's over. If you have been following this channel for a while, I have been absolutely complaining about the fact that I do not have Spacial Rend, and I finally got it. So now that I have it, I mean, I guess we'll check the IVs. I don't think it's anything great. So it's gonna be a 3-star, and it's 12, 15, 12. But my little dude has Spacial Rend. Oh, that's so exciting. So the adventure effect for Spacial Rend is it manipulates space for the next 10 minutes, allowing you to encounter Pokemon from farther away. So this is going to be super helpful for me on community days, and as well with my auto catcher. That's the main reason I really wanted it. So I guess now that we have that, I have 2 shiny Origin Palkias. I do not have a shiny Origin Dialga. I do have a shiny regular Dialga and a hundo Dialga for regular, but nothing for Origin. So maybe we can try to get that, as well as we're just gonna really be grinding candies. But no idea if the shinies are working as they should be, because I think it's like a 1 in 10 chance for this event, but we shall see. But super excited we got Spacial Rend finally. All right, so I did just finish up a Dialga raid. There are no more Palkia raids in the area, but I will be grinding some more Palkia candy for the rest of this event. But it is funny, so someone in this group's name is Sir-Sit-A-Lot, which is a pun for Sir Mix-A-Lot. Big fan personally, but we'll see what we ended up getting for this Dialga. And he is going to be at 2297, not a shiny. 2297 Dialga is going to be a 3-star, and he is 14, 14, 10. I'm in between raids, and I did finish 2 field researches, and it is the Cozy Companions event right now. I'm not 100% sure what's in rotation. I didn't know Tandemaus was in rotation. Interesting. 360. So let's see what, I don't know what the hundo for him is in field research, but let's see what we end up getting. My 360 Tandemaus is going to be a 2-star, and it's 11, 11, 14. We do have 1 more encounter, so let's see how we do on that one. 362, so not much better. The 362 is going to be just as bad, so it's also a 2-star. But I will keep an eye on this event. I didn't know that. I would love to have a shiny Tandemaus, and I do think he is in the game, so we'll see what we can do in the next 2 days. Alright, just finished up a Dialga raid, and it's going to be 2317 no shiny. 2317 is going to be a 3-star 15, 11, 15. So we are like 9 minutes out from the next change for the gyms, so I do have time to go over kind of some of the shinies I have gotten in the past few weeks. It's been a hot minute, so let's catch up on some of the shinies I did get. So I ended up getting 2 Tyrants from the Fossil Day, and I also got 1 Amora, so that was super cool. And then I ended up getting a Typhlosion from Research. I'm not sure which research that was from. It was from one of the events last week that I did end up getting this. I don't think it has any good IVs though. No, it was just a 2-star. But very excited to have that in my collection. I also got a shiny Swirlix, which is super cute. Look at him, the little fairy guy. I like him. I like the coloring, so I like that one a lot. Super excited that I did get a shiny female Combee, and it was a 206, and I think the hundo is 210, so the IVs were actually super good too. I'm sure if you follow me on Instagram, you saw this on my story, but I was so excited. So the shiny Combee is a 3-star, 13, 15, 15, and I need to evolve that as well, so we can do that right now actually on the video. So let's evolve her. Super exciting. I looked it up because I didn't realize it was female at first, and then I looked and I saw that it's like 1 in 4,000 odds in getting this Pokemon. So this is probably the rare shiny I have in my collection. So super excited for this one. So Vespiquen is our newest shiny. And the fact that it's great IVs too is just so exciting. Keeping the momentum going, I did get a shiny Lugia when he was in rotation last week. I think I got this one on raid night, and I did lucky trade him, so I did mirror trade the shiny. The IVs weren't good, I think. Yeah, it was a 3-star, and it's 12, 12, 15, so not too bad. I think if I'm doing this off the top of my head, I think it's like a 91 or something. Not bad. And then for the hatch day yesterday, I did not do too much for the hatch day. Honestly, I only did like the last 2 hours, and at that point, like 30 minutes in, I ended up getting 1 Munchlax, and I was like, awesome. I just would like 1 more just to have the full kind of family line there. And then I hatched 5 Munchlax in a row, which was super crazy, and I was like, damn, I should have been recording for this, but very exciting. I ended up getting, so what was that? Actually, let's go back there. I ended up getting 6 shiny Munchlaxes, so I still need to evolve him to Snorlax, but nothing too crazy on the IV department. Definitely some 3-stars, but still some 2-stars as well in there, but definitely a fun one. And then so far, obviously, in this event, it's just going to be the shiny Palkia. All right, guys, it's about 4 p.m. and honestly, I'm in my car still, and the parking lot's kind of like a little to the side of the area that we play in, and I think everyone left. I'm not sure, but no one's hopping in the raids anymore, so yeah, double checked, no one's there. So I guess that is probably the end of the event. Maybe I will remote raid into some. I don't think so. I don't know. It's hard because I don't know if they fixed the shiny raids, and realistically speaking, I'm just looking for a shiny Dialga, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there. I know they said that they would make it up to the people whose accounts were impacted by this, but not sure, like I said, if that's been fixed yet or if that will be. That'll probably just be timed research, which I do really love when they do that, but we'll see. I'm not sure what they're going to do, or maybe they were just normal odds and I just had bad luck. But let's take a look at what we ended up getting today. I did 12 raids total. There weren't a lot of, I guess, let me look, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Dialgas, and then 5 Palkia. So there definitely were more Dialga raids. I did sit out some of them. So I don't know what's going on with that, but Dialga had a huge spawn rate for me. It was very hard to get any Palkias, and when I did, I was pretty much sprinting to the gym to make sure I got in it. So, but we did get Spacial Rend, which is what we were realistically just looking for. So I'm not sure who even has Spacial Rend, which one of our Palkias. So we did get Spacial Rend. I think I only got 1 Spacial Rend, which is kind of crazy, but 1 is all I need. So he is going to be my special little friend that I take with me on community days. So very excited. I only have 50 Palkia candy though, so I'm gonna need to do better in that department. But anyways, I'll use rare candies for that if I have to. Best catch was my 2318 Dialga, and he is 93, so he's 14, 15, 13. So that's very exciting, and he does know Roar Time, which is great too. Like I've said though, I have a million Roar Time Dialgas, but he's the most powerful one for sure, and maybe I could silver bottle cap him if that actually ever comes into the game. So definitely a high contender there. Dialga is one of my favorite Pokemon, so very excited. Would love to get him in a shiny still, but we shall see. I have Dialga in his regular form as a shiny, and I do have a hundo as well, which is pretty cool. So I've had some good luck definitely with Dialga, so I can't complain really. All right, so wrapping up this event, what's coming next? So this week I do believe is going to be Shadow Week, so we're gonna have Shadow Kyogre next weekend. You guys know I love a good pink shiny, so very excited to get that one. I do not have it as a pink shiny. Usually I have pretty good luck, knock on wood. I probably just jinxed myself, but I typically have good luck for Shadow Raid days in terms of getting shinies. So I'm optimistic that I will get that pink shiny from that event. And then leading up to the event, there is a Team Rocket event, I believe, all week. The week after the Shadow Kyogre Raid day, it's going to be the Pokemon Go Fest finale, which is super interesting that they're doing a finale for that, but we'll see how that goes. It's going to be a Dynamax focused event, I've heard, so they're going to have all the Dynamax Pokemon kind of in rotations at different stops. However, one thing I am kind of interested in is Zacian and Zamazenta are going to be back in rotation, and I just want that shiny Zamazenta still. So I still haven't gotten that, obviously, because he hasn't been in rotation since the last Pokemon Go Fest. I haven't done any trades for him. Maybe they'll fix the shiny odds there. That's crazy that they never came out and said there were shiny odds issues there, because I swear there was something going on there. So maybe we'll have some better luck for that event. And then I believe the next event after that is going to be Community Day for Rickety, which I think is that last weekend in August. So it is a packed month. Honestly, it's been kind of overwhelming, just the amount of events that have been going on, because I feel like there is an event every day. But I think what I'm going to do moving forward is just kind of focus on filming the events that I'm most excited for. So typically, if you guys have been here for a little bit, you know that I don't really like Dynamaxing. So I don't particularly do any content for Dynamaxing Pokemon or any of those events. I will occasionally do Gigantamaxes, but it depends who is in rotation for that. But anyways, next video for you guys is going to be Shadow Kyogre, so let's manifest that we get that pink one. And I hope you guys had a good Origin Raid day, and let me know what you got in the comments, if you guys had any luck with the shinies, if it didn't really impact you that much, or if you got any hundos. See you next one, guys.